A very good day, my dear postgraduate students. You must be wondering what this narration is going to be about. The screen on either side and behind me will be giving us ample information. And I always take a lot of pain and a bit of imagination to choose the topics. RRR, Random Rapid Revision. I know that time and tide are against us, and the portions for the postgraduate student is voluminous. No matter what they say that you have got 3 years with you. And I am concentrating purely on the theoretical part of it, though a good amount of practical is being permeated into it. On the other side, I find R.A.T.S for PGs. R.A.T.S we should not have forgotten. Racing against time for students. Literally, we are all racing against time. It is in this context that I had chosen the topics and I am presenting them within a period of 2 months, which I would like you people to kindly follow meticulously. The reasons are well read within them. For example, most of the questions are simply direct and undergraduate. So, what is the use of it for postgraduates? We might be asking. These answers you yourself would have realized by this time. In the examination, we are going to be fired with questions like, what is a primary complex? What is primary and secondary tuberculosis? The differences. How do you differentiate a lobar pneumonia from a bronchopneumonia? What are the autopsy findings in a case of meningitis or malignancy? Portal hypertension. What are the sites of portosystemic anastomosis? These are seemingly simple questions, very difficult to answer within the time. And I always used to say, dear students, that you are going to be assessed within those few minutes. It is not that any of you is bad or does not know. But the problem is, can I answer that question at that specific time given to me? It is unlikely that we will be given a second chance or choice. Most of us intend to concentrate on the slides, miss the techniques. Concentrate on the molecular pathology, miss the basics. And I would very much appreciate your feedback after your university exam so as to justify my narration here. This will be continuing. Kindly watch. At the bottom of my first projection, I would have always done R.A.T.S to Robbins. What does it mean? The book on my right, and also your right, when you see the screen, you find that there is a volume of information. The book that we had read earlier is quite different or massively different from what you possess now. But either of us, whether it is you or me, more than possessing a book, knowing what it contains really matters. I have been meticulously taking the undergraduate topics or the so-called undergraduate questions. But if you go through your own previous question papers, you will be able to, God forbid, find so many of them in your paper. If you do not believe me, kindly try doing this. What I have got here is a Robbins. I hope that you people have got at least one physical copy of a book. All should not be in the form of a soft copy, because I always believe in touching, feeling, and turning the pages. So, I had taken a topic on atherosclerosis. What I would like you people is listen to that class completely from R.A.T.S. Go to Robbins. That is why it is mentioned as R.A.T.S to Robbins. Read it. Definitely the information in Robbins will be more than what I had said or given. I am not a replacement or an equivalent to Robbins. So you will be finding a volume. Take again another topic of pathological calcification. Go to Robbins. Peptic ulcer. Listen to R.A.T.S. Go to Robbins. Purposely, I have avoided the non-neoplastic rather than neoplastic topics. I have stuck to the non-neoplastic because you have got an entire panel of WHO and the changing classifications, which is beyond my purview for the moment. Also, when you read or listen to pneumonia or tuberculosis, I would very much appreciate if you can open your book, read it well, tear those pages off the book, literally tear them off. Amyloidosis, listen to the class, go to Robbins. There are about 10 to 12 pages of it. Read, observe, and then tear the pages. Thrombosis, embolism, infarction, shock, whatever be it. Listen to R.A.T.S, go to Robbins. Read, register, tear the pages. What am I trying to tell you people? Definitely you and I are not that foolish to destroy a beautiful creation of a book. But it is a simplistic way of saying that once you people keep tearing those pages off, you find the 1800 or so pages of Robbins becoming thinner and thinner. And nearly half the book would have been erased or removed. That reduces our volume a lot. So much so, once you listen to a topic, go to Robbins and read, it is finished. I'm sure you people need never go back to Robbins or R.A.T.S. You can concentrate instead on the recent advances or the other topics such as the technical topics, electron microscopy, immunofluorescence, microwave processing, so on. Or even the other techniques such as the microchrome section cutting, the cryostat, and so on, for which itself we will not be having time. So that is my main idea. It is to save you an enormous amount of time. Whatever be it, necrosis or calcification up to Alzheimer's disease. I have tried to percolate through the pages and match the questions. Tomorrow, if you are facing the examiner and you do not answer the molecular basis of a particular disease, it is highly unlikely that you will be failed. On the contrary, if a student does not define a primary complex, a primary focus, the draining lymphatics, and the regional lymph nodes, only these three will be forming a complex. The words are most important. And still many of us do not know that primary complex is different from Bond's complex. What are the stains for amyloid? Not worth wasting your very precious time towards the last day before the examination. Hence, it is my not a humble request, it might be taken as an order to read from rats to robins. Listen to rats because you are all racing against time for students. I hope this effort of mine is taken well, and the time limit is 2 months for me itself. So also it shall be for you. All the best. Mainly meant for the exam going students and also the first year students who have just come in, so that they pick up the speed and do not waste time feeling embarrassed when we are asked such questions during a gross discussion or any such postgraduate presentation. These will be forming the foundations, and we shall be building our knowledge and career upon it. All the best.